In this video, we are going to learn how to maintain versions of our modules published on PyPy. Also, I will be sharing other troubleshooting tips for our PyPy project, so keep watching. Hi there, welcome to Saral Gyan. In the previous video, we learned to publish our own module to PyPy and we published our own Saral-square to test PyPy. Now we will be talking about versioning of a module. If you add a feature to your module or remove a bug, the user has to update the module with a newer version to have those changes in his system. And you as a developer needs to publish that updated version to PyPy. PyPy requires you to enter a version number to your module before publishing it. And if you have followed our previous video, we had published version 1.0.0. Here you can see that the version of Saral-square is 1.0.0. Here the version number 1.0.0 is a part of semantic versioning, and each segment separated by dot means something different. The first number is incremented if there is a major change, like your module need a new third-party module, etc. The second number is incremented if minor change is made in terms of adding a new feature, etc. The third number is incremented when patches are added or bugs are removed. And if we need to make certain changes in our code, we need to push a newer version to PyPy, or the PyPy won't accept the changes. Let's do it in practical. If we check our module square, we haven't added a closing bracket here. It makes it a right candidate for a version change. So let's make the change in the code. Now we have opened the code and we need to add a closing bracket here. We will save it and close it. So now we will be deleting our old distribution and build files. So now we have deleted the distribution files. We will move back to the terminal, close the module, and here we will be doing python setup .py sdist bdist underscore wheel. So now it has created the new distribution files, and now we will publish it to the test PyPy using twine upload repository -url https test.pypy.org legacy, and we will be pushing the distributions, and it will ask for the username and the password. And now if we come to this test PyPy page and refresh it, the version is still 1.0.0 and the changes won't be incorporated, though we have pushed the new code. The reason for that is we didn't update the version in our files. So here our code holds the version number in two files. The first one is setup.py and the version is here, and the another one is init.py and we have got the version here. You can either manually change the version number at two places, that is setup.py and init.py, or you can use a module called bump to version, and we will be using the module. So here we will have to do pip install bump to version, and once it's installed you have to do bump to version, and then you have to give the current version, which in our case is 1.0.0, and then we will say new version, which is 1.0.01, and then we will say whether it's a major change, minor change, or a patch. So we will say patch, and here you have to tell it the files which you want to change. So the first one is setup.py and another one is square init.py. Here this new version flag is optional, and if you don't add it, bump to version will automatically increment the number based upon whether the change is major, minor, or a patch. So now we have run it. We will move back to our code and we will open the init file. So here the version now is 1.0.1, and even in the setup file the version is 1.0.1. We will again delete these distributions. So let's delete the build, and delete the distribution file and this egg info. Now let's recreate distribution files. So here is the code and we have hit the enter and the distribution file is ready. Now we'll publish it to test PyPy using Twine. So if we hit it, enter the username, enter the password, and it is pushing it. And now if we go to the release history, the version is 1.0.1 and it has been uploaded half a minute ago. Now let's uninstall the old version. Pip uninstall Saral Square, and then we'll copy this and use it to install the newer version. And now the newer version is installed, and if we go to Square, now we have a closing bracket here in this text. If you need to change the description, readme or any other information on your PyPy page, you will need to update the version too and then publish it to the PyPy. Moving on, if you want to add certain static files to your module, you can do that using the manifest.ini file. All those files should be in our package folder, which in this case is Square, as we have declared it in our setup.py file, and include underscore package underscore data should be true, and then we will move to manifest.in and here we will write include square.txt file, and it will include all the txt file available in this Square folder in our module. Moving on to the last step of this video, while testing our module, we publish the same on the test PyPy and then install our module from test PyPy page only. But if your module have a dependency which is not available on test PyPy page, then you will encounter an error. Let me explain it with an example. I have created a module called sg-pdf parser which has PyPDF2 as one of its dependencies, and I have published my module on this test PyPy page. Let's copy it and try to install it. So here we have got an error that no matching distribution found for PyPDF2. This is because PyPDF2 is not available on test PyPy. Even if we go to test PyPy and here we type PyPDF2, there is no such module called PyPDF2. On the other hand, the other dependency, that is Colorama, is available here. So to overcome this, in our installation line, instead of -i, we have to use extra index URL. What this will do, this will search both the PyPy and test PyPy for all the dependencies module, and if the module is not available on test PyPy, it will install the same from the PyPy. So if we hit this, now PyPDF2 has been installed and our module, that is sg-pdf parser, has also been installed. This is it for this video. In the next video, we will use other modules for publishing like Cookie Cutter, Flit, Poetry, etc. To be notified about that video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. And if you have enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. Bye bye for now. Thank you.